Hi there, welcome to today's video. Today we are taking a look at my wellness journal. I set my wellness journal up quite a few years ago, 2 years I think. This is an Archer and Olive Neapolitan notebook, which is the tri-colored notebook. If you're new to my channel, you may have seen my Enneagram test that was featured by Bullet Journal. This was a really fun project to do and work on. I can link the blog post below and up above. And then I had my 2021 word of the year, which was patience, what I'm letting go of, and then what I want. I feel like I have these everywhere. I included one in my latest setup as well. This is my healthy eating. And then I have the black is for workouts. My goals, and then the workouts I'm doing and why I want to do it and my motivation for it. And then we're back into the whites, which is my emotion wheel and the date that I did it. And stuff I worked through with a therapist, a counselor, which was really great. I never finished this layout, so I have to go back and do it. But for today's video, we are going to be setting up a tea layout. So this layout's going to contain information about teas that I did research for specifically for me. I'm going to talk more about the different teas and what they mean. I also have a ton more information on the blog post, which I've linked down below. A quick disclaimer about what I am sharing today, and that is this is not medical advice whatsoever. Anything you read, anything you hear, make sure to check with your doctor. Some of these herbal remedies do have side effects depending on your health issues. So please, this is just a fun setup. This pertains to me, but I did want to share this with you because I think it's going to be really fun to do. I never introduced myself. I am Natasha of Natasha Miller Creates, and I'm so excited to be sharing this layout with you today. I'm starting off by creating a Dutch door. I drew a teacup in the bottom right hand corner of my page, and now I'm just cutting around it. I thought it would be fun to add a wave into the page, kind of like steam rising out of the teacup. It was a really fun idea, but it was really challenging to cut out. It was really surprising. What I ended up doing, because I drew the teacup in the bottom right hand corner, I used tracing paper and traced the teacup onto the bottom left hand side of the page when I flipped it. So you'll see what I mean when I actually start coloring in the pages. So I thought this layout would be really fun. Lately I've been drinking a lot of peppermint tea and it's been feeling good. I do have a stomach that doesn't necessarily appreciate a wide variety of food, and I've seen a lot of benefit from drinking peppermint tea. So I thought it'd be fun to have this layout in my journal as just a quick reference. So this is, again, super simple, basic tea knowledge, just to have kind of nearby. If I decide I really like this layout, I might consider starting a tea journal, but that's a little bit too much of a commitment for me right now. So we are sticking to pages within my wellness journal. So what I'm creating on this page is page for capturing when I'm feeling. So when I'm feeling stressed or anxious or drowsy. The information I found for stress, peppermint tea; for anxious, lemon balm tea; and then for drowsiness, matcha tea. And I have information on my blog that kind of goes into more of the information around these teas. So peppermint tea, for example, may ease digestive issues, relieve tension, headaches, and migraines because of the cooling sensation of the menthol. It gives a perception of airflow in your nose, so that may help alleviate congestion. And then it also said that it may improve sleep because of the muscle relaxant compounds found within the mint leaves. So I thought that was really interesting. For anxious, like I said, lemon balm. It's a member of the mint family, so it has a lot of similarities to peppermint tea. It reduces stress and acts as a mood booster. Again, this is because of the compounds found within the tea. I did find out that lemon balm has tannins in it, so I didn't go too much into it, but I assume it's similar tannins to wine. So if you have issues with wine, you might have issues with this. It did have a bunch of side effects as well, but I found the side effects to be more related to ingesting lemon balm oils versus drinking it as tea. Tea across the board, tea is very watered down versus when you're taking this as supplements or as oil, that's going to obviously be more potent. Quick note, I spelled anxious wrong. At the time, I was trying to figure out how much this bothered me. I decided it didn't, but writing the blog post, editing the photos, editing this video, it is irritating the daylights out of me. So I might go back and fix it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just really bothered by it. Okay, back to tea. For feeling drowsy, I thought matcha would be something fun. I love matcha tea. It's high in antioxidants because of the growing and the harvesting process. And then it has a ton of caffeine in it. Not as much as black tea, but it does have a lot of caffeine in it. But because of the compounds found in matcha tea, you don't have that crash that you get from drinking coffee. So I thought that was really great. And just another note, on the other page, I drew some mint leaves, I drew lemon balm leaves, and I drew matcha leaves. So on the Dutch door, I included a list of teas that I want to try. David's Tea has a bunch of teas that look interesting. They have a valerian root tea that I want to try, and so I thought I'd just have a little space to capture those teas that I see that I think are interesting. So now we're moving on to the next page. On this page, I'm capturing the tea I can drink when I want to feel. So that includes energized, focused, and sleepy. And then where I did types of teas, I'm looking at the type of tea, the caffeine content, and what you can expect from the flavor. So I thought that would be fun. I'm drawing doodles, a tea bag. I'm drawing turmeric leaves. Yeah, I'm drawing a turmeric plant, a chamomile plant, and a valerian root plant. So to go back when I want to feel energized, focused, or sleepy, for energized, they said black tea. So again, black tea has a lot of antioxidants. They basically all come from one kind of plant, and then it's blended with different other plants for different flavors like Earl Grey, Orange Pekoe, English Breakfast. There's a lot of benefits to it. I believe it contains the highest amount of caffeine of all the teas. So I thought that was interesting. I thought green tea had the most, but no, apparently from what I found, black tea does. So I found this information across a variety of websites. So again, take all of this with a grain of salt and do your own research. Speak to a healthcare professional if you're taking medications. Some of these teas do interact with medications, so if you're not sure, just please check with your doctor. The next section is focused, and for focused, if I want to feel focused, they say turmeric and oolong. So turmeric is generally considered a superfood in the natural health community. It belongs to the ginger family and reduces inflammation and protects the brain from oxidative stress. I did read that you're better off taking a turmeric supplement than drinking turmeric tea, especially if you want the full benefits of turmeric as a supplement. I might actually do that. I do have pending arthritis in my fingers, so I think I'm definitely going to start incorporating that into my diet. For oolong tea, the caffeine can increase the release of dopamine and norepinephrine, which are thought to benefit mood, attention, and brain function, and then also contains a ton of vitamins, mineral, amino acids, and antioxidants. And then for sleepy, I think we all know chamomile as a sleep aid. It basically has antioxidants that bind to certain receptors in the brain that promote sleepiness, and then also has anti-inflammatory properties, but majority of the benefits lie in the sleep aid. And then valerian root has been used for centuries, and I thought that was really interesting. Again, the way the compounds in valerian root interact with the brain promotes sleepiness and calmness. So I thought that was really, really cool. So as I mentioned, for types of teas, I chose black tea, oolong, green, white, puree, I'm sure I may have said that wrong, matcha, and herbal tea. I felt like those kind of encompassed all the teas I've seen around. And so I've listed out the caffeine content and then what you can expect from flavor. I do have this available as a printable. So if you want to grab this, you can head on over to the blog and you can have it in your journal or keep it with you if you're out and about and you want to get a tea, but you're not sure about the caffeine or what to expect from the flavor. I'm going in and I'm adding color. I'm using the green Tombow. I believe it is number 192. I go in and I add color and then I just go over it for a kind of a shadow effect. For the heading, I'm using 623, which is like a lavender color. It was really pretty. And for the teacup, I use 772, which is a soft pink. And for my yellow, I use 025. Oh, and then for coloring in my teacup, I ended up using 977. So I didn't mean to color the entire inside of the teacup with the brown, but I did. I did try fixing it. I ended up using a Posca paint pen to fix it. It turned out okay, wasn't the best. I didn't include that on here because it took forever and dry time took forever. But you'll see at the end of the video, it kind of works, so I was happy about that. And here you see me coloring in my turmeric plant, my chamomile, which is a member of the daisy family, by the way, and then a valerian root plant, which the flower is actually really pretty. It looks like a cloud, and it's like a purple pinky color, so I used pink to color it in as well, just to tie it into the rest of the layout. I had a lot of fun putting this together. Like I said, I'm watching this and I'm itching to start a tea journal, but I know, like I said, it's not something I have capacity for right now. So I'm trying to talk myself out of it. Let me know down below if you have a wellness journal and if you're considering adding a tea layout like the one I've created. If you've been here a while, you'll know that I'm a coffee person. So I'm not switching from coffee. I will never give up my coffee. But this is more so I'm terrible at taking supplements. So if I can kind of trick my brain into taking supplements, then that's what I'm going to do. So this is my completed layout. I hope you enjoyed today's video. You can check out my original setup video or my 2024 layout. Thank you so much for watching today.